This week, we're going to focus on apartments because we're doing an Airbnb seminar. Most people think that when they get an Airbnb here in Calgary, they have to get an apartment. So we're going to focus on apartment sales and how they've done in the last little while. And if we look at, I just got to move these on my screen. If we look at total sales, for instance, they're starting to fall. So what we're seeing is a lot of inventory that's coming on. A lot of these small four-story wood frame buildings all around the outskirts of the city, they've been coming online for the last 2 years, the newer neighborhoods. There's a few in the inner city, yes, that are coming online, but most of the towers that were built in the last few years are rental properties, rental buildings. So we're seeing the sales start to drop in part and parcel because the economy, everybody's questionable about that. Plus, buyers are waiting on the sidelines until the interest rates fall a little bit more. We'll let Danielle talk about that. Second line we want to look at is active listings. With the total sales dropping, active listings are up 65% over October of last year. Now that's a massive increase. We talked about it in the intro, how it's throwing the competitive of offers away, allowing our buyers more choice. And you can see it reflected in the stats right there. The final thing that you want to look at down there, second line to the bottom, is the average sales price. Even apartments have gone up quite a bit this year, 12.5% over October of 2023. We're seeing that in all housing types, houses, row houses, apartments, and semi-detached homes. We're seeing big increases in prices because the demand keeps coming to Calgary. Yeah, we're building a lot more right now, but we're still seeing price increases. And not next seminar, but the seminar after that, we're going to talk about the specific places to invest in 2025 and what we think prices are going to do then.
Yeah, and just speaking to condos, I mean, you might be sitting there thinking, well, where is this condo market going? We've been looking at this for the longest time, Tim. And the thing is that the same condos in cool pockets of Vancouver or Toronto, these same condos are selling upwards of $1 million, if not more. So when you compare also with the new products that are coming on, so a 2-bedroom, 2-bath, 1,000 square foot, they're coming onto the market for $650,000 plus, Tim, depending on the amenities in the building, the views the property has, how high it is, what floor it's on. So we feel that this market should be tapped into, and there is a lot of room for growth. You just have to get the right building. And Tim's got some stats here to show us what's going on with the listings.
Yeah, you can see the inventory is building. It's been building, since the beginning of the year. But if you look at the sales, they're the green bars on the left-hand slot or left-hand graph. Sales are still down from their peak in May. They're starting to pop up a little bit, but we'll see how the remainder of the year goes, November and December and even January. We don't think that the sales are going to spike that much, but with the inventory building as much as it is, you're going to have to see some effect on price.
Yeah, it's going to soften for sure going into the winter months once again. And then when we hit spring next year, what's happening with the detached and even semi-detached or townhomes? Townhomes, Tim, at one point of the year were going up 18%. So when you look at that, the townhouse, semi-detached, detached gets so expensive that, Tim, it just forces people to live in condos if that's in their price range. So this condo market's not going anywhere. It's going to have a soft winter, and Tim, going into the spring next year, it's going to be another exciting segment of the market to keep an eye on.
Sure. And if you look at the right-hand side, it's the months of supply of inventory. You can see that it's starting to trend upwards again. So that just means more condos will come on. The prices, if they keep going higher, that may affect the demand as well. So things are pointing at apartments, high demand. And another reason we haven't talked about it is they are the lowest price housing category in the city right now. So, the new first-time home buyers, maybe they can't buy that house in the suburb that they're dreaming for when they're 25 years old, but they can get into the condo market and get a foot into the market.
Yeah, and for you investors out there, this seminar is perfect tonight, Tim, because it will show you how to cash flow on a condo. And you just have to keep in mind that 60% of the buildings going up right now are rental purpose built buildings. So they're not building enough properties, condos for sale. So it will keep that inventory level at a reasonable rate.
Yeah.
So keep that in mind if you're thinking of investing in condos.
Yeah, so that's our market report for this week.